You're highly welcome, my dear brothers and sisters out there. I'm glad that you just clicked to watch this message. Today, I'm going to be talking to my brothers and sisters out there, the star seeds. Those people, those whose life are in Yahushua, and Yahushua is in the Father Yahuwah. And as the Father has sent me, so sent I you, that you be the light that shines in darkness, and darkness cannot comprehend that. Now, I want you to be able to understand something. When Yahushua descended, when Yahushua manifested, he said that he can do nothing but the things which the Father have sent him to be able to do what? To do. That he is in the Father and the Father is in him. So him and the Father, which is in the book of John chapter number 10 verse 30, he said that what I and my Father are one. And do you remember the reason why the scribes and the Pharisees wanted to stone him? Because they said that who is this? You are just an ordinary man trying to make yourself equal to what? To the mighty, to Elohim. Now I want to reveal to you the power of I am, the power of the knowledge of the Father, which is in Yahushua, which also relies or lies inside of you, which a lot of pastors do not even go in that direction because they don't even know what they are talking about. Now, what I want you to be able to understand, my dear brothers and sisters, is when you go into the scripture, the Bible said in the book of John chapter number 1 from verse number 14, he said that he's going to make what? That is the words which have already been spoken will now be able to do what? To bear fruits. Sons and daughters. Literally, through that words, a lot of people are going to become sons and daughters, even to them that do what? That believe in what? In the truth. To the people, the word of truth is going to be sown in the life of those people and it's going to germinate. Now, what is that word? Let's go back to the things that Yahushua said. Yahushua said that I am the way, the truth, and life. So Yahushua, from the definition of what Yahushua is, I want you to understand it just really deep now. We're going to go deep and dissect it one after another. Yahushua, from the definition of what Yahushua means, it means Yahushua is truth. Yahushua, take it in that word now, in that term now, Yahushua is life. So because he said, I am the way, Yahushua is the one speaking now, saying that I am the way. So which means Yahushua is the way. Yahushua is the truth. Yahushua is life. Now, this particular word, which is coming from eternity, say that what? Nobody, no one is going to come to the Father where I, the truth, I'm coming from. Where me, life, is coming from. Because I am alive. You are seeing me, you are watching at me, you are seeing life. No one is going, there's no way you can go to the Father without the life is in you, without the truth is in you, without me, which is the life, showing you the way towards that particular direction where you need to go. So what I want you to be able to understand there, the definition of who Yahushua is, was being given to us. And it is now through this definition that the Ruach will now be able to interpret to the sons the meaning of the secrets in that particular name. And that is where the expansion of the definition, the mystery that is coded within that name will now begin to unfold to the sons and the daughters, because now they will now come to the full realization of the meaning of what sons and daughters in Yahushua means, because these are the words which we are being spoken in eternity through the Father. This particular word now is being sown in the life of those people that did what? That accepted it. So it is something that is being poured out. The truth is a truth that is coming from eternity and is being poured out to humanity. But part of those humanity who are going to be the ones that are going to do what? Accept this truth. This is the truth of eternity, coming from eternity, this is life coming from eternity. And this life that is coming from eternity is the truth. And this truth that is coming from eternity is the way. And so when it is now being poured on humanity, how many are going to accept this particular truth? And those who are going to accept this truth are going to be the ones who are going to know the way to escape the trap that is being set within the third dimensional world. And this is the reason why when that word went forth, it ignited the life of those people who did what? Who accepted that particular word. And the moment those people accepted that particular word, those people became, it does not matter, those people became the sons and daughters of what? Of Yahuwah. Why? Because this is the word that is coming from eternity. This word has been spoken out for in eternity, and this word is what is the truth. And these people in this particular, in that generation dispensation, they accepted that truth. And now that truth is in their life. That truth now is something that is going to now shape them towards presenting them to the Father, towards, show, because it is in that truth that the way is to show them the way to escape those traps which are being set. You see this third dimensional paradigm, what do people think? A lot of people see chaos, a lot of different things going on within the third world. But not just within this third world, because you need to be able to understand that this particular world was being constructed by some higher beings who are also part of what, within the third world, you have the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh different dimensional beings which are in this particular third world dimension. So the third world thinks that they are smart, trying to build some certain things or do whatsoever things, but not knowing that whatsoever they are doing within this third dimensional paradigm, the fifth and the sixth, seventh dimensional beings, which are within the third dimensional paradigm, are monitoring what they are doing. They are seeing them because they are the ones that set those records for them, set those paths for them to be able to follow. And so they are following the footsteps, the footprint of things which has already been laid down within the third dimensional paradigm. And those third dimensional paradigm beings are going to be thinking that they are doing something smart. Not knowing that somebody, a higher being within the third dimensional paradigm is holding his hand, watching their actions within the third dimensional paradigm. Wanting them to come, wanting them to push the next thing to them so that the next level of things is going. Don't you understand why the Bible said that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of what follows? Have you ever sat down and think about something like that? And who is Jacob? What does the Bible say? Like I say, the Bible talked about Jacob, that Jacob was being preserved. The body Jacob was being preserved in order for the word, which is coming from eternity, in order to be sown in the life of Jacob. Like I say, the body Jacob was being preserved for the word to be put in it. So before the body of Jacob was being preserved for the word to come in it, a lot of things were happening. A lot of things were going on within those particular words before the time of Jacob, when the word has to be put in it. What I want you to be able to understand, my dear brothers and sisters, is that you need to be able to understand that the word of life is indestructible. You cannot push it out. It is something that has been for eternity. And it is something that was being poured out to humanity. It does not change. And this word is the life in you. So if you have the knowledge of this word inside of you, it is what is going to shape in your life towards your journey through eternity. And it is open for all. It is the word of the Father. The Father is not partial to be able to say this person or this person. No, you need to be able to understand that the mighty, the ultimate power of our Heavenly Father was being poured for those who want to be part of part of Him. That is to say, literally be inside of Him. And those people, what happened? Just like I said, that word germinates, that word bears fruit from within them, and they walk in part. The same way now, Yahushua came and manifested and said that the Father, I and the Father are one. Those people whose word of the Father is in them have the proud mind. They can speak boldly. And they can speak boldly and say, I and the Father are one. They can say the same thing that Yahushua said. Why? You know why? Because the same word that is coming from eternity is also in their life. They are being shaped through the same word that shapes Yahushua. What are you saying? Don't you understand the power of the word of Yahuwah? Do you really understand the reason why Yahushua said that was that I mean the Father are one? And then when Yahushua, also during the time that Yahushua said that, was that the things that he did, you can do more. Don't you understand the magnitude of that? It's because he was trying to let you know that I go to my Father. But the words which I've already sown is in you. And you can do more than even the things that I have done. Some people don't really understand what is really going on. They are being deceived into following what should I call it? False ideas, false information, misinformation, or what have you, within the third dimensional paradigm. We're talking about elevating people through the spirit of Yah, because if you know the knowledge of the truth of Yah, the knowledge of the truth of I am, when I talk about Yah, you're talking about the spirit of the Father, which is in what? In I am. I am is who you are, the body of the spirit of Yah, which resides within this physical avatar. Now, the knowledge of that, the knowledge of the truth within I am, is what makes you different from every other person. And there's no way you can be able to have the knowledge of the truth of I am if it is not been revealed and it has already been spoken out. If you did not accept it, there's no way that you are going to be able to know the revelation or the secrets of that word. That is the reason why when you talk about the Yod He Wah, then you see people that have the head, the shoulder, the legs, and the head, the shoulder, the body and the legs together within one. You need to be able to understand the magnitude, the knowledge, the power of I am, the power of I know. That word of Yah is the word of the Father from eternity. And Father Yahuwah, when he speaks his word, that word goes through echoes of eternity. And that word is truth. And that word is the way. And that is the reason why Yahushua said that nobody comes to the Father. There is no way you can return to the Father. There's no way you're going back to the Father if not through his word. You can't get to the Father because everything was being sent forth. In order for those things to return back to him, there has to be. Don't you understand what is going on in the water you're living in? Some people are, sometimes now, let me talk about something, that you need to be able to understand. Some people, they think that this third dimensional word is a word whereby, everything just happened and people are all the same. No, there are people who are different multi-dimensional beings which are within the third dimensional paradigm. There are some people, 7, 6, 8, whatsoever, 9-dimensional beings which are within the third dimensional paradigm, monitoring the people who are called the third dimensional beings, the way they operate. Because those third dimensional beings have not even started living life. So the 7th or 9th dimensional beings which are out here were the ones who set traps, who set works for the third dimensional beings which they are following. So those third dimensional beings, they might think that they are doing something great, or they discover science, they do this, they do this, they are going, not knowing that somebody is folding their arms, watching at them. So they need a certain level to come up to. So the moment they are living third to the fourth, so the fourth dimensional beings are going to hijack whatsoever they have done immediately. And in that fourth dimensional realm now, another higher entities are within there, because which all these things were happening within this particular place where you see it's like with the third dimensional realm. But there are multiple parallel dimensions which is within this particular third dimensional reality. So people are going to be walking towards their own mission, towards their own action, towards their own mission within this particular realm. Now, if you're not inclined in the knowledge of how to maneuver, how to get to know how the way, so this is where you need to be able to understand about the way. Why does Yahushua have to speak about the way? If something was not already been corrupted, if something was not already been done, corrupted to the core, in order for so many entities not to be able to find their way back home. Why is it necessary for the way to be there? For Yahushua to talk about the way? If everything has not been deserted, principalities, powers, everything. You say that secret society, cults and different cults and societies which are down here has already been made to be able to use as a trap, to trap so many of these different dimensional entities which are down here. So everything has already been deserted. So now, in order for you who hears the word of the Father to get through this, to pass through this, the truth is what is going to reveal the path for you to get the hell out of this particular mess, which is already here, down here. And that truth you can't find nowhere except inside of you. When the word was being spoken to you, did you accept that word wholeheartedly? Or are you part of those people that are kicking against it? Not going inside of you in order to discover the mystery behind I am, the mystery behind Yah, the mystery behind Yahushua. I am freedom. I am freedom. I am truth. I am salvation. I am wealth. I am. Those are personified words. Because somebody is using this, your vessel. You are in a vessel, working with the mighty power, which you don't know nothing about. And until the revelation of that mighty power is being revealed, of that mighty power that uses you is being revealed, you are a lost soul. Now, the revelation of that mighty power which is in you is going to be revealed only in the truth. There's no any other way. You can't get it through any other means. Because it is through that power that everything that you know revolves around. But you don't understand the magnitude of what is happening. Now I talk about people, who think that the Pyramid Giza is something that you need to be able to understand. A lot of them think that, Pyramid Giza is in their bill of dollar. But you don't know why. You don't know why. That they use those things, in order to put there. You don't know that somebody else has already given these people an assignment on the third dimensional paradigm. And those people are watching. Don't you see the reason why the eye, which they call the eye of Horus, or the triangle with the eye there? Don't you people understand that somebody is watching? You think that this word just came out of nowhere and just manifested like that? Don't you know that the people who built the pyramid are within here? They are right here on planet. They are right here. That these are the higher dimensional beings which are watching the third dimensional beings, trying to tap to the knowledge of what was going on in the ancient Kemet. Don't you understand the magnitude of what happened? Don't you understand that when you talk about the pyramid itself was an assignment that was being given to so many of these, so many entities, to which they are now using in order to deceive the third dimensional reality, which they are following the paths in order to discover the technology, the knowledge behind the technology which was being used in order to build the pyramid. And why they are doing those things. The higher dimensional beings are right there monitoring, watching, which is that particular eye which you people are seeing. But they try to deceive you people that it is whatsoever eye or what. You don't understand that these are reality of this which is happening. Somebody has to give them an assignment. So this particular word, I want you to be able to understand that it has already been deserted. So many things that is happening on earth today, it's not new. These are not new things. But things which has already been planned, laid down. This is the reason why I've been telling you that there's going to be a king that is going to be drawn from the sun and is going to be seated, that is going to rule the world. But you people don't understand the magnitude of that, right? The revelation is going to be given to those children. The word is going to, we're going back to the rule of Nebuchadnezzar. If you don't understand it now. These things are all already been written in the stones. These things are all written in the stars. Some third dimensional beings are already working on their own, not knowing that they are doing their things which they are doing in order to usher in what they call new world whatsoever, order, what have you, right? Not knowing that in that particular place, they are actually shooting themselves they are actually going to be shooting themselves in the foot. Because they are going to be stripped of that particular power which they think that they have. Don't you understand what the Bible said? This is the reason why I tell people, that even Roman Catholics is going to take his power and give it back to the dragon. Don't you people understand? When you talk about Roman Catholic, you see that what their tentacles is UK and America, isn't it? Their tentacles, isn't it? But that particular tentacle, they are going to give in their power. They are going to give in their power to the dragon, and the dragon is going to rule. They are going to rule through the dragon. And what is going to happen? They are going to usher in their own, their own God. Literally, when you talk about their king, it's going to be manifested. They are going to, because people who knows the truth are going to pull the energy and bring the king down on planet Earth. And they are going to establish their own kingdom here. Their kingdom is already trying to be established already. They want to establish their own rules within the third dimensional paradigm. And that is when the people who are called the purified, the sons and the daughters who know the truth are going to be purified through that particular king. But some of you don't understand the high level of what is really going on. When I talk about the word that is being sown, it is only those people who revelation of Yahuwah has been revealed to them are going to escape this particular knowledge. They are going to be able to escape the traps that is going to be set by that particular king. The earth is already going in towards that particular direction. I told you people already what happened in Afghanistan. And today you see things which is happening across the world, all different kind of conflicts, different places, ushering people towards a certain connection of what has already been laid down by the mighty ones. But when I talk about mighty one, I'm talking about now the people who are who are within the third dimensional realm, but they are higher dimensional beings of 7, 8, 9 dimensional reality beings, but yet not in the truth even. Now, those people who are in the 7, 6, 9th dimensional reality, they are visualizing, monitoring the third dimensional entities here. And the third dimensional entities are the ones who you see them, putting whatsoever they are trying to do as if they are the ones that are controlling the earth. They know nothing yet. They know that somebody already is even using them in order for them to come to the next level, for them to be taught a lesson. Wait, you think that this earth just manifested and there's no power controlling this particular earth or what? You need to be able to understand the magnitude of the knowledge, the power of the knowledge of I am, which is the word of the Father, which has been spoken in eternity. And that word has been revealed to the sons. Those people who accept the word are made sons and daughters. Did you understand what that means? The word is truth. Those who accept the truth of the Father are made sons and daughters. As many. Did you understand the power of it now? As many as receive him, to them, not anyhow can. The Father said as many as receive him. Receive him. How do you receive him? You receive his word. By the time you receive the truth of the Father, you're receiving the Father. And the Father, therefore, the word of the Father is in you. Therefore, you are a son. And when you are a son, you are a representative of the Father on earth. If you don't know what you're talking, if you don't know who you are, the enemy has gotten you. The same way that Yahushua is a representative of the Father on earth. That's what you need to be able to understand, because the word of the Father is in you. Therefore, you are a child. You are a son. You are a daughter of Yahuwah. And you can command things and it's going to happen. You can order things from invisible earth and they are going to be manifest. There ain't nobody who is going to stop it. You don't understand the magnitude of what you have been made up of. A lot of people don't understand what is really going on in the third dimensional reality. They think you just think you just manifested like that. You just came here and all of a sudden you're just here like that. You've been deceived. Because the earth is like a serpent. The more the deception goes in, the more a certain terrestrial beings are sucking the energy of those who are supposed to get the hell out of here and are not able. Those people who they are able to trap, they suck their energies. They use them for their own purposes. This is why you see some 7th and 9th dimensional beings are right here manipulating over the 3rd dimensional reality. When the third dimensional reality think that they know something, when you talk about the third dimensional reality now, you're talking about now the level of them popes, thinking that they are the God of the earth, not knowing that somebody else also is using them. Already the Bible already gave us a revelation, an understanding of how they are going to be kicked, how they are going. Already the pressure is going to be on them, and the 10 European nations are going to know the secret of how they are being manipulated by Vatican, for example. And what is going to happen? The Bible said that they are going to go after Vatican and they are going to do what? Destroy it. But before then, he's going to hand over the power to what? To the, which is already doing it. Handing over to what? To the dragon. And through the dragon, the word is going to be run with they are going to be so fierce. Did you understand what I mean by fierceness? You dare not go and worship and follow another mighty ones. The earth is going to be set by the kings. You see, the way that they are going to be talking about your president, your governors, and all those things are going to be cleared off. Nonsense. They are going back to the what is it called when kings are being set up in different places? Is it autocratic rules or whatsoever, When they are going to have kings which are going to be answerable to a certain king. So no more your governors, president, prime minister, and whatsoever. All those things are going to be cleared off. The kingship is coming back to reality. And they are going to have one king that is going to be running everything. And that king which is going to be running everything. The power which is with Roman now is going to go back to that particular. They are going to transfer that power to the dragon, through which the dragon is going to establish everything now. And is going to now be trying to rule all other kings within the third dimensional reality. Until those sons and daughters are going to come out here. Because why? They know they have the knowledge of their father. They have the knowledge of truth. They are going to be like them Daniels. They are going to be like them children of Hebrew. Those are the children who knows they are Elohim, who knows they are not shivering, they are not wavering. These people are not doubting anything. They don't know. Their direction is completely different from every other. Their imagination, their thought process is everything different from whatever that you can ever imagine. These people are ready to be able to give it all up. The same way that you see that Daniel was ready to be able to do what? To go into that fiery furnace. The same way that Nebuchadnezzar was able to do what? To bring in that judgment. And he said that if you dare worship another god, that they are going to throw you into that fiery furnace. Or what does Daniel say? He said that let it be known to you, king. I know the purpose that you are being put there. The reason why you were being put there was to be able to try people like us. And we are going to tell you that we have only one Elohim. And him is the one that you are going to do what? To serve. And you obey. That is what? Obedient to the word. Because that word, you know. You know who you serve. Who you know what is in you. You know what you got. You know what is being inputted in you. This is the power of what? Of the children of Hebrew. And the Hebraic people, these are the ones who are called the sons and daughters. The sons and daughters are the ones who obey the word of the Father. Every nation, language, tribe, and tongue, the word has gone out. It is. Who are those people who are going to do what? Who are going to obey? Who are going to accept? That is why the Bible said that Baruch are those people. Because you know what? Life and death ain't got no power over these people. You don't understand magnitude of that, right? Why? Because he said that what? Because you have put your love on me, therefore will I satisfy you and show you my salvation and reveal the mystery. You were the one that did what? I showed love by accepting the truth, isn't it? Say that he's going to satisfy you and he's going to show you his salvation. That is literally revealing the knowledge of I am, revealing the knowledge of the truth of the Father which is in you being made known. And that now grows in the love that you have in the Father itself. And you see, while others are ready, accepting the gods of other land, accepting the falsehood of different gods, accepting the command of different gods of different jurisdictions, different kings which are already under this particular king, which have been telling you that they are going to be pulled. Energy is going to be sucked. Energy is going to be drawn. Energy is going to be pulled. Do you know what I mean by energy? You think that you are just here, your physical avatar is just here like that. You don't know that you are a piece of energy roaming in the air. Roaming in the air even before, because you need to be able to understand that you are floating even. Roaming in the air, you are a piece of energy roaming. But if people overstood, if there are people who overstood this, that you are a piece of energy and they can be able to pull your energy, when you talk about those particular entities whose energy are not strong enough, pull them energy and then now allow them to be manifested, for them to be manifested within the third dimensional reality, which they have been, which they are operating on. So they now suck the energy of those third dimensional beings who are in another form, and they pull their energy and they brought them down here in what? In the form of humans. The same way that the Bible talked about, a king being drawn, his energy was being sucked and he was being turned into an animal. Some people are here going to pull the energy of some. You don't know why the Roman Catholics are full of worshiping the sun. And there are people who are going to suck the energy of the sun, to pull down the energy of the sun. And when they pull down the energy of the sun, the embodiment of that particular energy, because this is not even the real one here, the energy of that particular sun will not be able to be manifested in the physical as what you call as what you call entities, literally as beings. And they are going to be brought forth, whether through birth or through whatsoever Himalaya they are going to come out from. And when they come out there, they are going to be seated as a king on third dimensional world to control the world itself. And they are going, before then, they are going to be able to bring down all the presidents of different worlds and now establish governmental, when you talk about kingship in different jurisdictions. So they were going to try to be able to do what? To run the world through that kingship. And I told you people that everything is going back to the days of old bows and arrows, and you think that this is a joke. You don't understand what is going on. We are talking about realities. We are talking about things. Those who know their Elohim. What does the Bible say that to Daniel? Those who know their Elohim are going to do what? Exploit. Those who know their Elohim. Those who know the truth. Those truths are going to be the life that is going to guide you. Those truths are going to be the way that is going to guide you in order to escape whatsoever that is already been laid, because you have confidence in what you know. If you don't know what you hold, you don't have confidence in holding it. If you don't know but if you don't know the value of what you hold or what is in you, what is going to happen to it? You're going to lose it along the way. But if you know the value of what you hold or what is in you, the wind can come. Trials and temptations, everything can come, and nothing can be able to do what to dare even come close to what you already know, because you are going to tear those things into shreds, into pieces. That is why the Bible said that what those that know their Elohim are going to do exploit, and they are going to shine like the stars of the firmament forever and ever. You don't know what is happening in the world. It's all about you. It's all about you. The third, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh dimensional beings which are down here, they are all cycling energies within this realm. The fourth are using the third, the fifth are using the fourth, the sixth are using the fifth, the seventh are using the... This is how it keeps on going on and going on and going. So they keep on recycling the whole dimensional beings until those people who know this. So this is why you need to be able to understand that everything was being planned for the children of Elohim. To do what? To purify them. You don't understand what is going on, right? But we are here to be able to reveal the knowledge and the truth of what is going on to my brothers and sisters out there. That your journey in life, your journey here, you didn't just come here. You didn't just manifest like that, just like that, for nothing. No, you didn't just manifest here to come eat, drink. This is a war zone spiritually. And you have to be able to be awakened spiritually in order to know the road to use to escape. Of course, you already know that you have the power, the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of truth, in order to do what? To deal with anything along the way. What I'm saying, my dear brothers and sisters, you need to be able to understand the knowledge of the Father, the knowledge of truth, the power, the Spirit of Yah, which is being poured out to all. And those that accepted that word, those are called the sons and daughters. And those who are called the sons and daughters performs the function of what Yahushua is to what? To the Father, because the word of Yahuwah is in Yahushua, the same way the word of Yahuwah is in you through Yahushua. So you are the word of the Father. If you abide by the truth, if you abide in his word, are you called the sons? How marvelous is that? Don't you understand what James says? Don't you understand what the book of Hebrews said? If you understand the magnitude, what you are being, how you are being treated in the hand of our Heavenly Father, bro, my sister, nothing will matter in this world, in this life again, except for you to be able to put all your hope in our Heavenly Father, Yahuwah. You don't care about nothing. You would know that every other thing is a distraction. This is why the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of Elohim and his righteousness, and every other thing will be added unto you. But you don't understand it. You just don't understand, the pride in being called the son and daughters of Yahuwah. You just don't understand it. You are not seeing the value of that. You don't know the value of it. You don't know. It's just like, being a king, but you don't know that you are a king. You just being a king, but you don't know that you are a king. You've been deceived by so many. Being called a child of Yahuwah, it was an atrocity. It was an offense to the Jews. It was an offense to the Pharisees. When Yahushua said that, they were like, who do you really think that you are? You want to make yourself equal to the Elohim by saying that you are son. And they took stone in order to bust his head because they did not understand what is going on. They did not understand. When he said to them, before Abraham was, I am. I have been in existence for eternity, and I'm the Word. I was the one that appeared with Abraham. Literally, that was what he was telling them. I saw Abraham. Abraham saw me, and he was happy. And I was like, "Whoa, you are not yet 50. Where did you see their father Abraham?" He's not even. They said, "Where did you see their father Abraham?" He was like, if he was your father, you would do the things that Abraham did, but you wanted to go kill somebody that tells you everything about your reality, which is somebody who tells you the truth, and you want to kill him, and you say that Abraham is your father? You got to be kidding. Because you see, they move by their own self. They've been deviated by the reality of life, not seeing the higher picture. Not seeing. So my message is for you to be able to go within in order to begin to really know. To begin to really know. What is the Bible talking about? The sons. What is the Bible talking about? The sons and daughters. The word, the sons and daughters of Yahuwah. Is this a fictional son or daughter? Or is it talking about me? As someone who someone who has accepted the word, and the word is being planted in me, and therefore I have the boldness to be able to do what? To show my ID as the son. My ID is already being seen in the spiritual world. Everywhere they go, they already know that you are untouchable. Because you're already a child of the invisible power. And so the physical power tend to deceive the ordinary mind. But when you tap into the realm of reality, and you know how powerful spiritually you are, you know that the third dimensional realm is nothing. This is the reason why the Bible talks about, fear them not. We can be able to do what? To kill the flesh, and they cannot do nothing no longer. But what? But this is him who we are going to fear. Those people who can, the ones who can be able to kill and have the power to chain you and chain you and put you. This is the reason why I'm talking about, people don't understand this. This is the reason why I'm talking about the people who are here drawing the power that is going to be, that these particular entities are going to be pulled down here on earth to put them in chain. Bringing them here into this physical avatar is putting them in chain. So fear the people who have that power to do that. You don't understand what happened, what I just said, right? Fear them people. Fear the one that has the power, the people that have the power to draw in, pull in the energy from the sun. And when they pull in the energy of the sun, they draw in those entities and they put them in the physical body. And when they come into the physical body, these people ain't got no more means to be able to return into that luminary again. And so these people tend to be able to be stuck within this world. They die and they be recycled. They die, they rotten, they die again, they rotten. They become third dimensional entities. So they can't ascend higher again. They can't go back into the luminaries. So fear those people who have the power to pull the sun energy and pull those entities and put them into the human form and allow them to be kings on third dimensional realms. And so when they die, they tend to put them 6 feet under the ground. And those people, those entities decay. But they cannot stand up. They cannot go. They cannot rise. They die. So they've been put in a chain. They've been put in a chain. So you fear those people. You fear the power that has the power to do that. You don't fear the people who have power to just kill and nothing more they can do. But the ones who have the power to suck that energy, to draw that energy, to pull that energy and put in chain those people who think that they know all, who think that they have the power. Because you are an agent of the Father. You don't know what that means. You don't know the magnitude of what that means. You are a messenger of the Father. So when you chain those ones, you draw their energy, so they ain't got enough energy to be in the luminary form. These things I've been saying for the longest, but some of you don't understand what that means, right? So they won't got enough energy to be in that luminary form again. So what happened? They come down here and they tend to seek for those people who have been sucking the energy from them. You understand what is going on? They tend to go after those people. Who are those people? When they came in the physical form, in the form of our flesh, now they are going to be going after those people. They are going to be saying, where are they? Those people who we are pulling out, who pulled their energy and brought them into the physical avatar. And now that they are in the physical avatar, those ones they are going to be kings in different places. So they are going to be so furious against those children who have pulled their energy down here. And this is why they are going to be making laws, orders, because somebody brought them down. Somebody pulled them down. And now that they have been brought into the physical avatar, they can no longer escape it. Whereas those people who pull them down can at any time just escape and go whatsoever they. You don't know what is going on within the third dimensional paradigm, right? But I'm giving you a token knowledge. You don't know the reason why the moon is red. That anytime that the moon is red, somebody is sucking that particular energy from her. Sucking that energy. Some people are using that particular energy. Which is the reason why when she wakes up, she's so scared. And when she wakes up immediately, and then she saw that her energy has been drawn so much. As a result, she goes after those people who are sucking that particular energy from her. Now I'm talking about the moon. The moon is a different entity from the sun. Never understood. Don't you ever understand? Have you ever sat down and you understood the reason why some religion worship the sun? Some religion worship the moon. Some religion worship the stars. You don't know, you don't have the knowledge of astrology yet. You don't have the knowledge of those, right? But there are people who are being put in order for them to be able to do what they need to do, to pull those they need to pull down here. But you can't be in that stage of those people if you are not being shown the way to be part of them. And there's no way you can be shown the way to be part of them if you have not already picked the interest. Because the word goes out. So as many as receive him, to them he gave power to become the sons. Even to them that believe in his name. To them that believe in his name. The power within that name. The people that know will do exploit. Now I'm giving you mysteries. I'm giving you revelations of reality of the word that you're living in. Don't you know that some people can be here and they can be able to use their energy in order to command tornadoes? You think it's a joke? Don't you know that some people can be here and they use their own self, their own spirit, their own body in order to be able to do what? To command clouds. Don't you know that people are here that have the power to be able to cause earthquakes? I'm not talking about hype. I'm talking about reality. These are things that you need to be able to understand, that we are living in a world where the mind of the people have been diverted into believing something which is actually deviating them out far away from their purpose in life. And this is my job, my dear brothers and sisters out here, in order to give you that particular knowledge, the revelation of I am, the revelation of Yah, the revelation of Yahuwah, the revelation of Yahushua. I am freedom, I am truth, I am salvation. That word I am is a personification. That is the word which is inside. Is a body that the life is in it. And that life cannot be in it if you have not made a way for that life to come in it. And this is the reason why the word said, I stand at the door and knock, and knock. If any man hear my voice and open, I'll come in and I'm down with him. And I'm going to dine with you. You know what happened during the time of Abraham? Abraham dined with somebody. He didn't even know who that person was. But he know that this is a powerful being. Abraham opened up his mind, opened up himself, and welcomed these angels, right? And these angels came and dined with him. And the angel said, can I come? Can I do something without showing my friend Abraham what we have come to do? So a revelation was being given to Abraham about their purpose on that particular time. Abraham was called out by the same angel to be able to say, look at the sun, look at the stars. Can you be able to number them? So shall thy seed be. So somebody taught Abraham the nature. Somebody taught Abraham the constellations, the knowledge of the stars. The knowledge of the stars which Abraham used when he entered into the land of Canaan. The knowledge which he used to destroy the Canaanites. The knowledge which he used to destroy the Egyptians. But you don't know what is going on. I'm here to raise kings. I'm here for my brothers and sisters out there. I'm here to reveal the word of the Father in you. I'm here, my dear brothers and sisters. If you are out there and you know that within you, within your mind, that there is this urge to know the truth of Yah, to know the truth of the scripture, to know the truth of life. When it comes to the way that the Father have shaped things and have recorded it on the tables of stones. If you're out there and you want to know, I'm telling you honestly that you are in the right place. And through that word, which is going to be impacted on you, your journey in life is a sure one in Yahushua, is a sure one in Yahuwah. Remember what happened during the time when Nebuchadnezzar, Daniel went into the land of Babylon? And what does the Bible say? That the king saw a handwriting on the wall and he couldn't explain it. He couldn't. He called the astrologers, but they could not explain those. And what does the Bible say? It said that they said, oh, there is this one Hebrew that is in their own, a captive for that matter, in their own midst. And so they had to go and call him on in order for him to be able to come and do what? And interpret the handwriting on the wall. The handwriting on the wall. Is it your Meduneta, your heliographics, your Unsimbidi? Somebody gave you the revelation of those words, and you now know the secret of what is behind the right handwriting. And the moment that the revelation, the secret was being revealed, what happened? There has to be an exodus, because this is what everything has been revealed. And there are only people who can be able to reveal it are those people who their mighty ones wrote those particular things and leave it as what? As a timestamp. We wrote things, for example, now when you write something and nobody on planet Earth can be able to give a definition of that, only person that you give the interpretation of those things are your children. You give them the code to decode those things that you write. And so when they came, they revealed the mystery. Other magicians, everyone tried to be able to reveal those, they couldn't. So when the children of the people who did it came and revealed the secrets of those handwriting, what happened? There was an exodus. There has to be an exodus, because the revelation of those things now is going to reveal the secrets of the foundation of that particular kingdom. And as a result, what happened? There has to be exodus. That was what happened in Egypt. That was what happened in Babylon. That is what is going to pull down Babylon also. That is what is going to pull down this particular Babylon, because the moment that the children, as you see, the moment that the children begin to reveal the revelation, the secrets of those handwriting, of those heliographics, of those Meduneta, of those Nsimbidi, which are being written in the ancient Kemet, ancient walls of Babylon. The moment that those children begin to reveal the mystery of those words, which were written by their ancestors. The moment they begin to do what? To reveal the secrets of it, there is nothing more than an exodus has to be able to do what? To occur. I'm here for my brothers and sisters, for those truth seekers in Yahushua, to be able to elevate them and set them on their path, to be able to attain that higher spirit, that higher knowledge in reality. Because like I said, there are people who are down here who are 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10 dimensional beings who cannot scale through these dimensions. Their job is to be here, and they get recycled over and over and over again. But those in Yahuwah, those in Yahushua, they are those who are here in order to do what? To escape those particular traps which have been made by all the dimensional beings here. So I think you get almost up to 12 different dimensions within one dimension even. There are people who dimension cannot trap. Yes, they are here in the physical, but they are not of this. Don't you ever heard what the Bible said, that they are in the word, but they are not of the word? Physically, they are being here, but they are not part of what? Of the whole thing. They have another agenda entirely different from the ones that you know about. And like I said, my brothers and sisters, set your eyes, in the truth of the Father, because the truth, the Bible said, your understanding, the truth, the knowledge of Yah is what is going to set you free. It is, did you understand what I just said? The knowledge of Yah, the knowledge of Yahuwah in you is going to be what is going to set you free. And that is why you see the word Yahushua means I am freedom. I am salvation. I am the truth. I am life. So there's no other way you can be able to get to the Father if you don't have the knowledge of yourself, the knowledge of the truth of the Father, which is inside of you. And through that knowledge, the purification is going to take place. You're not going to be bothered by something that does not interest you on your path. You're not going to be bothered by something that is not part of the things which is already shaping your reality through your journey in life. You're not going to be distracted by nothing because you have a vision, you have a mission, you have a path which you are following. And that path leads you to where? To eternity. And you're proud and you're happy to take your brothers, your sisters, your children along. In your front, in your back, everywhere. You turn around, you see them, and you're happy. Why? Because the word is in them, and that word, you have full confidence in the things that you have sown in their life. You get what I'm saying? You are full confident because they have the knowledge of I am. They have the knowledge of I am in them. And that knowledge is what is going to be propelling them. And that knowledge of truth is going to be what is going to be propelling them, the revelation. This is why when you go into the Bible says in the book of Acts, it said that what? And the Spirit of Yah, which is the Ruach of truth, is going to do what? It's going to bring all things into your remembrance. Whatsoever I have done, what I have taught you. The things that he has taught is going to be revealed through that knowledge of you, through the knowledge of I am, which is being planted in you. And nobody who's going to slip it out. And nobody who's going to remove it. And nobody who's going to tamper with it. Because it's a natural phenomenon. It's a natural process of germination. And I pray, may the Most High, whose name is Yahuwah, be the one to be able to elevate my brothers and sisters as usual and reveal and give them the higher revelation and knowledge. Saying, because you have laid your trust on me, because you have, because you have shown your love to me, therefore will I satisfy you and show you my salvation. And show you my salvation. Show it to you. You are a son. You're not just an ordinary child. You are not just an ordinary. You are a son, a daughter of Yahuwah. If you know what that means, then you know the power. You would know the power that you possess. Because you might see yourself like this, but principalities and powers are afraid of you. I pray, may the Most High, whose name is Yahuwah, be the one to be elevated and be the one to be able to elevate and give the higher revelation to my brothers and sisters and give them the knowledge that they deserve. In the name of Yahushua, I pray. Shalom, my brothers and sisters out there. Shalom.